Hey guys, I know I've been missing a lot from here. It's very sporadically me making videos and all that stuff. It's well, I got pretty much got fed up of YouTube just like demonetizing my videos and giving me strikes, even though the first one I did ask Tony Justice on a message, on a direct message, if I could use his song for my restoration video. He said, yeah, just wait until I think like 2 weeks, he said, and then I was able to to do it. But anyways, long story short, I'm back doing some videos now. Figure out a way, thanks to tied out to 806 driver. He's been kind of pushing me to do more videos and stuff like that, and kind of like encouraging me, which is just like I got fed up with YouTube. But anyways, that's neither here or there. I'm gonna be posting up more often, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to go about some of the videos. Now, if you guys don't know, or if you're new here, I restored this whole truck. Actually, when I bought it, it was about 20 miles from here in, no, I'm sorry, Greenville. It's about 50 miles from here, actually. So that's where it originally was at. It lived all its life in Eastleigh, South Carolina. That's where the second owner, who I bought it from, was. He put about a million miles on it. Yes, a little over a million on it. And then I took it over in 2016. But anyways, some of you guys know, if you look at all the videos I have, I went through the whole truck. I upgraded. The resto mod is what I did to it. Put everything, newer style, even like the hub, like the new style hubs with hub piloted, and on the rear, that was already done actually by the previous owner. He stretched it and did all the good stuff. What I did is did all the mechanical bits, like all new airlines, new bumper, so pretty much anything on this truck that is gone, what it will go wrong out in the road. When I was in Virginia, I went through it and tried to get it done. As resto mod is what I did. Right now, let me move this thing out of the way here. I just got done doing doing this. I'm redoing some stuff on my trailer, like the lift gate, some lights, and it's a whole bunch of stuff. But the main project right now is, so you guys see that it's a flat top, right? And you know how they would buck the wind and stuff. So they don't really like this. All flat tops, they don't really like pulling dry vans because it's a flat top. You're bucking the wind all the time. So I went ahead and put a nose cone on the trailer, and I will go ahead and so show you. I put a nose cone up there. Yeah, I'm trying to power wash it because anyway, got algae going on because I had the trailer parked for a while. But anyway, so I put a nose cone up there, try to buck the wind. The only thing though is right where you see that line right there goes, it's right underneath where my cab sits. I mean, like right where the sleeper ends and that height. So I made that spoiler or wing or whatever you can call it. See, I put those air tabs on it, thinking it might bump the air a little bit higher than where the nose cone would be, but is actually just going right back down, so it's not kicking it up, and thinking it will kind of like bump it right where the bubble would be, but the bubble just goes right around there. So even when I'm hooked up, and I do have kind of a higher fifth wheel on it too, but in any case, so I'm going to put an extension so that would be probably about yay high. So that is about 8.5 inches from top to bottom. Now I thought that those air tabs would have been able to like even swirl the wind and kicking around, but maybe I could be missing some kind of directional on the sides, because it may just be going around instead of just going up, right? Because I'm not directing it. So I'm thinking that could be my issue, but it doesn't go kick it up. It just kicks it up and then just pulls it up, and then it just goes down, and then it goes down because of the... Anyways, that's long story short, it's not doing it how I envision it. So I'm going to put an extension on the top, another probably 10 inches on top of that. So it'd be like 18 inches. And I'm still going to overlap it to see what I could make it do, but just so that it will kick it up a little higher. That way my nose cone will work a little bit better. But I don't know, actually, when it wraps around here and it goes in it, I don't know if that's bucking the wind too. So, you know, if going in there and then tucking down, or most of it is just going from there like that, and then it's just kind of like bucking it in, or it should be, the angle should be a little more kick back instead of the steepness of that angle. But yeah, that's the next project here. I didn't make this one. I went to my local place and got a 1/4 inch. I'm not a 1/4 inch. Is that a quarter? No, it's 1/8. I'm sorry, it's 1/8 thickness, and then I just had it 45. They were supposed to have cut it here, but anyways, long story short, I went in and did it a little bit more. I cut it there and I went up, so that way it will clear all of this. And when I was doing flatbed, it was actually not that bad. So it will kick the wind up a little bit, but it wasn't bucking the wind from the driving like it does now. Now I have, I did put the lights over there and I tucked it in, and that way I can, when I was doing flatbed and I was backing up or loading at night or anything like that, I had it. Now I keep going back and forth about removing this headache rack, which in the beginning I did like it, because it was just kind of a mess right now doing because it will just be a roll-up door and stuff. So all you do is you would just roll up the door and you would have all your access, but you weren't able to divide it, so then you kind of lose space actually. Oh, I don't know what that is. What is that? Huh, I don't know what that is. Looks like milk. Anyways, so I put some half fenders on it. That way I can keep the stuff from being in the back of it. I did have my buddy Rudy, when I had my air ride done, Rudy up in After Dark's Creations made me that bar exactly how I want it. It's aluminum and it's extremely sturdy. Well, I was moving one of the trucks. I was moving a scrapper, actually. I did a rescue, and like I hit it with a truck. Actually, none of this broke, but it just bended it. I don't know if you can see it, but it bended that way when it hit it. I was literally going in, making the lat. I was going into that place to literally take the whole bar out, so that way I wouldn't bend it. And then I bend it right there when I pull into that gas station that I was going to take that off, because it's just like I had it set up so he will put 2 bolts here, and this is all 1/4 inch aluminum, which is light, so that I can actually take it apart and take it off. I mean, this thing is solid. This thing is, yeah, it's super solid, man. I don't, like, I could not ask for a better one, and he made it exactly how I wanted. So if you guys are interested in one, that is him right there. Don't worry about that. That is stuff that I still need to address. But anyways, he made that bar for me, and man, I love it. It's pretty cool. And like I said, I already hit it twice, and you know, it just moved it a little bit forward. But I mean, for the hit that I got it in, when I hit it with a whole nother truck with a scrapper. But you know, all right. So one of the things that I can't take this out is because, yeah, well, literally over here cleaning up and no more stuff, is because I mounted that there. So that is the condenser for the APU, for the AC system, which it took me a couple years. I had that when I bought that motor, but I kept resisting. I didn't want to put that APU. I bought a whole cake for all aluminum and stuff, but I still didn't want to do it until, I want to say 2021 is where fuel got ridiculously high, and I just had to like invest the other. I think I spent $2,700 in the installation because I had to do a whole bunch of all new lines and the case and installation and a whole bunch of other stuff that I did at the same time. And it worked for like 2 years. But when the water pump belt broke, I didn't know that there was supposed to be a little rubber part in between both of the pulleys. In between the pulley, there was supposed to be it was two pieces. There was supposed to be a little piece of rubber in between it to hold tension and to keep it from twisting. Now, I didn't know that. I thought it was just that the pulley just gotten all the material from the gasket, another gasket from the belt itself has got wedging in there and then burned in. And I thought, you know, so I took everything apart, put a new one on there. It worked for a little bit, but it ended up breaking the studs on it. I was actually in Salt Lake City, actually. It was hot, so I just put a new belt on there, did all that, put new studs, new nuts, and it worked for like almost a year after that. And then I broke the nuts. When I broke the studs, I tried to just replace. I didn't want to mess with the water pump because I saw a whole bunch of people having leakage after. So then I tried not to do that. But anyways, now I'm gonna have to. I put the water pump on it, but it kept on leaking because it had it was like one of the caps, the thread was messed up. I mean, like I usually try to tighten up the threads, and you know, when I got it and put it in there, it felt weird, but you know, I didn't pay no attention to it. So whenever I did everything, I put it back together, and when I go to put water on it or coolant back on it, because I have it tightened up all the way so it can warm up the coolant in the motor. But anyways, I'm gonna have to. Well, the guy who I got the water pump from sent me another one, but then it turned to winter, so I don't really use the Thermo King anymore. So that's one of the more projects that I need to do, is redo the water pump and those seals, because the thread on one of the caps, because you have multiple ways that you're able to put the sensor in there. But one of those was, you know, the threads were bad in it. Everything else worked fine. Well, the gasket on it, I was supposed to put a little bit of, I should have known to put a little bit of, what do you call that? orange, the copper sealant on it, just in case. I should have done that, but because when I installed it back again, it didn't feel like it had enough suction around the O-ring. But this time around, I am gonna go and put the copper sealant on it and do it that way. But anyways, guys, there's a little bit update here of what I'm doing with the old grill. Just a little update on it for you guys. I'm gonna start putting more content. Sometimes I just work on it and not really do the videos like I should, but I'm gonna start. Hopefully, I'm trying to get better at that stuff, because there's a whole bunch of projects that I did even when when I went up there, Rudy had the air ride down in the front. When I did the back, I think I do have some video though. I'm gonna have to go and check my other camera. This I'm just doing it with my phone. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna start posting most often, and just like and subscribe. And I will do an in-depth video about doing an electronic motor, because there's a lot of people interested in that, I guess. Well, there is. I mean, I'm gonna make the video that I wish somebody would have made when I was looking into it. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe, and I'm gonna try to do more videos. And yes, guys, yes. All right, guys, please like and subscribe and comment. What do you think about the old grill? I know I met some people. I actually met like 2 or 3 people around, and I am going to be going to Matt. So thumbs up. Appreciate it.